What's going on? I am the Film Hack Dude, and this is Quick Shots. Tenet. How am I going to do a quick shot about Tenet? Well, long story short, I did a longer review, and my editing program crashed on me, so I'm just going to be brief here. Tenet is the newest film from Christopher Nolan, and it's his most complex yet. Some people hate this film, some people love this film, some people are just like, whatever. It does whatever. They don't care. Is it complicated? Yes, it's very complicated. It's mostly complicated because the science in it doesn't exist. Some of it might. I guess you can look up theories on time inversion, and people can say it makes sense, but it's not common knowledge or common science. A lot of it is theory. So it is very confusing at times. A lot of people complained about the dialogue and the audio, and you can't really hear people speaking. Sometimes that is a problem. But what's more of a problem, I think, is it's not that you can't hear them. It's that they're talking about shit that we have no idea what it is. They're talking about like algorithms and time inversion and the turnstiles and the science of going backwards and going in reverse forward in time. Like, that's not common knowledge. So if they speak really candidly and just off the cuff about that stuff, we're not going to get it. There was a lot of exposition in Inception, Christopher Nolan's other time, mind-bending film, and there's a lot of scenes where Leonardo DiCaprio is speaking to another cast member, and they talk about the dreams, and they talk about a dream within a dream, and it is a lot of exposition, but they lay out everything so you understand what they're doing. I didn't find Inception confusing. You just have to have, a creative mind. You don't have to be a genius. You don't have to be really smart to get it. And same with this one, is you don't have to be smart to understand this movie. You have to have a good imagination, because you have to imagine half the stuff. It's not, common knowledge or anything. So did I enjoy it? Yeah, I did enjoy it. I was pretty confused up until about the halfway point, and then it started to click. As soon as that freeway chase, right after that, I was like, oh, okay, I see what we're gonna do here. Spoiler alert. It's at the halfway point where they go through, this turnstile, and now they all become inverted, and so they're at the middle of the movie, and the whole back half of the movie is them going back to the beginning of the film. And they were there all along. Like, you've got their original selves moving this way in time and their other selves moving that way in time within the same scenes. Which, that sounds confusing, doesn't it? But it was pretty cool. Character development isn't very good. That's one bad thing about the film. Some of the dialogue is hard to understand, not just because you can't really hear it, but because you don't know what they're talking about. It's confusing science jargon, so that makes it twice as difficult. So do I think this is too complex for a mainstream audience? Yes, I do. I don't think any other director could have got this made. Other directors may have, they have the ability to make this film. I think other directors are, talented enough to make it, but I don't think any other studio or any studio at all would have said yes to any other director other than Christopher Nolan, because he has so much pull. But people expect, Warner Brothers expect people to love Christopher Nolan's films. They expect everybody to go see them and everybody to understand them, and I don't think people are going to get this one. So it's interesting to see where Christopher Nolan will go from here. What I'd hate to see is him go down the road of M. Night Shyamalan. That's no insult to Nolan or M. Night. But, people really loved M. Night Shyamalan, and his movies just got stranger and stranger. And people weren't saying no to him. Well, if Nolan just decides to get weirder and weirder, and nobody says no, then he's going to lose half his mainstream audience. Which, could be a problem. But anyway, so I would give Tenet a B+. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. This is the Film Act Dude. This has been Quick Shots. Take it easy.